Alzheimer's isn't just bad luck or genetics anymore. What if it's something we're doing to ourselves?
Before it was just thought it was genetic, but I think you can really prevent it now.
Toxins. Most of the times, I mean, we got patients that have Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, that we're running this test and seeing exactly what's in their body that's causing these gene expressions that are developing into, these type of chronic illnesses and diseases, right? We're seeing improvements, which is something that you don't see too often with a lot of those type of diseases.
Definitely not. So, they're labeling those as like stage 3 diabetes now, right?
Right. Yeah, it's an insulin issue from the brain. So Gary Brecka talks about it a lot now.
Yeah.
So,
they need that test in the U.S., man, but Big Pharma probably won't allow that.
It comes down to like the validation and, who's going to be behind it. And I mean, you hit the nail on the head with the Big Pharma.
Those Germans are smart though, man.
Especially when it comes to like biohacking, alternative medicine, they're ahead of the game. German, Switzerland, Austria, Australia, a lot of the studies on like peptides and all this other stuff. You don't find them here. You find them in a lot of these other countries, peer-reviewed studies, and the results are unbelievable.
Well, the FDA banned a lot of peptides here, right?
They sent out that warning statement, which was very odd, right? Because
so what's the difference there with the case study and then you said what was the other study?
Well, you got control studies, that are peer-reviewed and stuff. The case studies is more like what's happening in your clinic with your patients. You're tracking all that information, and then, you're documenting the improvements and stuff.
Got it.
So those are the case studies that you're doing out of your own clinic. So in the alternative medicine space, because a lot of the stuff that people do in, alternative medicine or integrative medicine or functional medicine, whatever you want to call it, there's a lot of names out there, even precision medicine, is a lot of the stuff we do is off-label. So we run a lot of our own case studies. And what people have done, a lot of the physicians in our industry, is they're sharing a lot of that information, a lot of that data. And they work off of that. What's working for one physician, they share the information with other doctors within an association or of some sort. And, that's how we figure out how to take things to the next step, how to further develop a lot of these treatments that we're doing.